Wake up, sleepyheads. It may be approaching midnight here on the East Coast, but we are ready for 90 minutes of SFL action coming to you live to end your Friday night with a bang as the Queen City Corsairs take on the Nashville Tempo. Hello, everyone. Cameron Duty here with Rochelle Colston, and we've got ourselves an interesting matchup tonight on the Virtual Football Network. Also joined by Takeda Yuki and Jacob Clear on stats and Cameron Irvine at SFL headquarters. Rochelle, Queen City started the season hot, winning 3 of their first 4 games before hitting this 3-game losing skid. They're looking for a rebound tonight. However, Nashville's got other plans. They're searching for their first victory of the season, and they feel like tonight could be their best shot.
Looking at the stats earlier this evening, both quarterbacks seem to have a lot of interceptions. There's a lot of turnovers. Queen City has 3 running backs. So I'm looking to see a heavy run game from Queen City, but you never know. It should be a good one. I have no idea what's going to happen because both teams are kind of like, all over the place.
A little hot and cold.
Yes.
But the exciting part is, folks, you're about to find out. Don't go anywhere. For the next hour and a half or so, kickoff is underway, and we thank you for being here for this SFL nightcap. And I am excited to get this one going. Like we said, a lot of question marks in this game. We've seen teams, as we said, we use the analogies hot and cold, for example. And in that, we'll see which one gets off on a good foot on their first series. We've got Queen City starting things off with quarterback Michael Brown under center. 1st and 10. Immediately, Brown throws over the middle. The catch is made by Joe Beasley. 1st and 10.
Yeah, so much for what I said earlier about the run game. They started off passing, and it was a great pass by Brown. He's been sacked 16 times also, so they have to do a better job of protecting him on the line.
Take a look at the starting lineup for Queen City. We've got Michael Brown at quarterback. We've got the halfbacks Ace Ketchum and Charlie Baker. The fullback Jalen Wells. Wide receivers Adrian Ellis Sr., Joseph Baudet, Ryan Davis, Bob Wood, Joe Beasley. The 2 tight ends, James Matthew Jr., Tyler Bobby. Will stop right there for this throw from Michael Brown off the hand of the defender in the area. And that was Chris Delro. Let's just finish with the starting lineup for Queen City. We mentioned the tight ends, James Matthew Jr. and Tyler Bobby. The guard is Kai Pickle, and at center, Demon Pickle. 2nd and 10 coming up for the Corsairs, as we said, comes into this game 3 and 4 on a 3-game losing skid. Looking to try to straighten things up this evening. A rollout by Brown, tipped, almost intercepted, the 2nd straight play that almost went the other direction. King Bradshaw with the near INT, Rochelle.
Well, that's almost 2 interceptions in a row there. Number 20 should have had it. That should have been caught. I mean, he bobbled that one. He had 2 chances that it still dropped.
For Michael Brown coming into this game, 10 touchdowns to 16 interceptions. These 10 touchdowns, though, are 3rd in the league. Brown to throw. Pressure coming. Scrambling. Unloads by Beasley. Wide open. Makes a man miss. Still on his feet. And a great play, and what turns out looked like it could be going very rocky for Queen City early in this game with the connection to Beasley there. They really do a good job and extend the drive here.
Well, Beasley just found himself out in the middle of the side of the field, but all by himself. There was no defenders near him. You can't leave somebody that wide open.
It was a foot race. Yeah, it was a foot race with Chris Delro down the sidelines after the fact.
That's an easy pitch and catch when you're that wide open down the field.
It's 1st and 10 now for the Corsairs. There's 4 straight targets for Beasley. We'll see if they go for 5 here. The throw. It's a touchdown. It's not Beasley. Instead, though, it's James Matthew Jr., their explosive tight end, and Queen City goes up quickly.
I love watching James Matthew Jr. play. He's an awesome tight end. He's been in the league for many, many years. He's a big old man rumbling down the field. No match for that safety.
As you mentioned, 12 seasons here in the SFL and a 5-time All-Star. And all 12 of those seasons taking place right here in the Queen City. Joe Garfield on to attempt the extra point. The snap and the hold is good, as well as the kick. So Again, as we mentioned, the analogy hot and cold, the drive had some hot and cold moments, Rochelle, as there was a lot of bobbles, near interceptions, but then all of a sudden they turned it around with 19 yards, 45 yards, and then 16-yard pass play for the touchdown.
And not one run play with 3 halfbacks.
Incredible. Well, they've still got that in their back pocket. They just haven't had to use it yet.
No,
So
basically they scored on 3 plays.
Exactly. Yeah, all through the air as Nashville gets the ball back, or will get the ball, for their first time this evening. Let's say hello to their starting lineup. Quarterback switch Thumper. The halfbacks Tino Sosa and Sean Sanders. The fullback is Jay Balmer. The wide receivers Elliott Pope Jr., Kenny Hendrick, Guy Clausen, and Kingston Ellington. The 2 tight ends Chris Arthur and James Walters. The 2 tackles Hammy Wheeler and Brahim Wheeler. The tackle, Al Friedman, rounds that out. The guard is Danny Carmichael, and at center, Emmanuel Petrilla. 1st and 10, we mentioned this Nashville tempo looking for their first win this season. Keeping it on the ground with Sean Sanders, 2nd and 9.
And number 44, Josiah Grackelfeld was right there. Grackelflit. Sorry.
You know, an interesting stat coming into this game, Rochelle? Nashville, they haven't won a game, but they're 8th ranked when it comes to passing yards per game. So they can get it done in the air. They just got to convert it to points. On the ground again with Sanders, and that's going to bring up 3rd and 5.
And they start off the game running.
Who knows? Like you said, this game, the first meeting between these 2 teams, has a little bit of a question mark to it. They got to fill out the situation. Nobody in the backfield here for Thumper. He's going to take to the air. Incomplete. Good coverage downfield by this Queen City defense. And a quick 3 and out. Nashville will have to punt.
Elijah Quick had a play on it. It could have been going the other way. That was a quick win.
Well, it was. Tommy Powers now on for the punt. Season 23 All-Star. So this guy can kick that football. Oh, can he ever? Down to the 10. What a kick. Spin move at the 20 by the return man. Taken down at the 23-yard line. That was Bob Wood on the return. That was a gutsy return, but what a kick. Powers is the perfect name for that leg.
That was an awesome kick.
I mean, it really was.
Good coverage by the, good special teams coverage there also. Not allowing much after the catch. He probably should have fair caught that one.
Second series of the evening for the Queen City Corsairs. Michael Brown once again under center. On the ground with Charlie Baker, who instead of being able to turn it upfield, he gets smacked by Jay Mart for a loss of 2.
Nice play. The linebacker was ready that time.
We will say hello to these defensive units in just a moment. After this play, we'll take a look at the Nashville defense. 2nd and 12, the throw, hit and incomplete. We'll start right there mentioning Chris Stock, the cornerback. The defensive ends, Jose Fuentes and R.C. Puff. The defensive tackles, Brenda Puff. The linebackers, Jay Mart, Zach Benjamin, Tigga Clay, Jeff Gagney, and Duncan Onim. The cornerbacks, Havo Ramsey, Chris Stock, and Bentley Bonner. The safeties, Chris Delro, Dylan Bemsler, and King Bradshaw. Big 3rd and 12 coming up here for both sides of the football. Brown rolling out, stepping up, going to run for the first. He's going to slide short. A smart play. You know you don't get the first there, but at least you protect your quarterback, Rochelle.
At least you're not from your own end zone either. Give him a little bit more yardage to punt.
Right. Live to play another down.
Yeah, good stop by Nashville, though, coming out and getting a 3 and out.
Trace Welsh, the rookie, punts this one. A fair catch called for at the 43-yard line. So good field position here for Nashville. They just need to turn it into a good drive, their second one of the evening, and a lot of back and forth early in this game.
Yeah, let's get some points on the board if I was Nashville. Yeah, it's 7-0. It's still really, really early in the game.
Feels like very sporadic, doesn't it, between both these teams? It's just, one big explosive play, then 3 straight, plays of, 2 yards or less or a loss. Sanders with the carry and lots of one, got behind the blocker there.
And number 77 was there, but he just kept pushing right into him.
Justin Reside with the tackle. After this play, we will announce the starting lineup for the defense for Queen City. Empty set for Thumper to throw. The pass off the mark, and another 3rd down and 11 they are faced with. This defense for Queen City consists of Harley Wilson and P. Fudor and Chad Stinson at defensive end. Defensive tackle Robert Cron. The linebackers Jasad Grackleflint, Luke Swift, Finn Steele, and Morgan Brown. The cornerbacks Justin Reside, Elijah Quick, and Eric Belmont. And then at safeties, Alex Marshall, G.B. Wallace, and Nate Hall. Empty set again, Rochelle, for 3rd and 11. 3 receivers to the top. Thumper to throw, plenty of time. And yep, looks like a pass interference on that one. Looking for his man, a little bit of interference called. And they actually are going to get Luke Swift on the penalty.
Let's do that again.
I
don't know about that.
I mean, I guess if you want to go, go the impeding the route ruling there, maybe. I don't know. Close.
Okay, we're not on the field. That's why we're in the booth.
That's why I'm up here. I would hate to make some of these calls. It'd be a tough job. Thumper throwing deep. Nice. That is complete. A nice reception to James Walters, the tight end.
Good job by the O-line. Giving switch Thumper some time and finding an open receiver and moving the chains. First down.
One thing about it, Rochelle, is, and that something Nashville has to work on, is taking advantage of an opportunity, a gift that you've been given. In this example, the pass interference. Now, a new set of downs, got to turn it into some points here. So far, so good. Moving down the field. And right off the hands of Chris Arthur. Of course, he did take a shot, not able to reel that one in. It's incomplete.
Yeah, Alex Marshall just made the perfect time hit.
Yeah, he did. Hard to fault a wide receiver for not bringing that one in when you're getting smacked immediately at the point of contact. Handoff. That is Sanders once more, I believe, disappearing into the pile. And he gets a handful. They're going to say 3rd and 7, and a big play here for Nashville early in this one.
And he got swallowed up by all those white jerseys.
This defensive front for Queen City is very good. Just allowing 108 rushing yards per game on the defensive side. Empty set here for Thumper. He is going to throw on 3rd down all day long. To look going for the home run ball, and it's caught. Incredible play. What a job going up for that one, Chris Arthur. And right there, Rochelle, I got to call it. I'm going to call that the nice hand catch. Brought to you by Retroid. Put a Retroid handheld in your hands and play the only video game with your player in it. SFL 4K23. He got flipped around like a propeller.
What an acrobatic move. I think we should judge the landing. I give him a 10.
Oh, definitely. Securing that catch and then coming down with that end-over-end kind of somersault. I don't know.
Like a figure skating move. Like a triple lux or something.
Incredible. 1st and 10, Thumper swing, pass out the back. It's a touchdown by Sanders. And just as we mentioned, hot and cold moments. That's going to be the theme tonight. That drive stalled. They get the big penalty by Swift, and this team comes alive.
A great play call. Everybody's, in the center of the field. We'll swing out to the left. Nobody was over there. It just walked right into the end zone.
We've got ourselves a ball game. On to attempt the extra point. It is Victor Ironleg in his 2nd season here in the Music City. And the extra point is good. So Nashville making some very melodic sounds at the moment. tied up at 7, 4:37 remaining in the first quarter.
Yeah, even, look at that Nashville's minus 2.5. Nobody really knows what's going to happen in this game.
No, I mean, we expect this to be a close one for a lot of reasons, obviously. This kick sails through the end zone for a touchback. Of course, it is up. It's anybody's bet here, Rochelle. I mean, this game is up for the taking, and either team has a good shot at it. It could go either way.
Those are the most fun games to watch, usually.
You took the words right out of my mouth. Absolutely fun to watch. Now, Brown trying to scramble again, trying to put on a nice little spin move, and coming up from his position there at number 31, Dylan Bamsler, the strong safety, says, no way, Jose.
Yeah, good job with the safety, staying home and just watching where the ball was and making a good pursuit.
Loss of 1 on that.
Strong safety with a TFL.
Three receivers at the bottom of your screen, and just as soon as I say that, they send a man in motion, Adrian Ellis Sr. They don't like it when I can look at it and tell you what's going on. They like to keep me guessing. Brown to throw. That's a nice one-handed grab by Ellis Sr. over the middle, making that third and manageable, getting 7 yards back there.
That's just taking advantage of what the defense is giving you. They left a little gap there, throw a quick little pass, pick up 6 yards. You leave third and manageable now.
The key word there, manageable, something that they may not have been able to do out of a 3rd and 11 situation. Instead, it's 3rd and 4. Brown to throw over the middle, and a little too far ahead of his man, although Matthew Jr. was covered like a blanket on that 3rd down play, and it's 4th and 4.
And that's a big man to cover, too. You have him that covered, and the ball's just a little bit overthrown. It's better than throwing an interception, though.
And so back out to punt is Trace Welsh. The rookie hoping for a good one here. It's it out to about the midfield line. Oh, and the return man still on his feet, would not go down. Guy Clausen with a nice return, putting it in Queen City territory at the 40.
Now, Guy Clausen's a converted tight end, so that's a big receiver. A big body running down the field, and there's a lot of bodies to bring him down once he gets going.
That was actually the punter, Trace Welsh, who was able to bring Clausen down. So nice hustle to get down there.
Poor little punter.
Hey, I know a thing or two about that.
And we won't talk about that.
Getting stronger every day. First and 10. That's right. First and 10 on the Queen City 40 for Nashville. One thing Nashville has been able to do is they've been able to benefit from good field position the last 2 series. Sanders now feeling a little bit of confidence under them legs after that screen pass touchdown. Gain of 6 on 1st down.
Well, that time he didn't get caught up behind his own blocker. He found a hole to run through.
Makes all the difference, Good open lanes by the offensive line. They're pushing their way. Take it in 6, toss, play, left side. This is the first time.
Oh, I think he got it.
Did he get it? Oh, they're going to say
I thought he
3rd. I did too for Tino Sosa. 3rd and inches. We'll see if we get a review on this one.
Nope.
He tried to cut back inside there, and I thought that was going to be enough.
I thought he fell right over the line, but hey. It was close. It's like a eyelash.
Jay Ballmer goes in motion to the top of your screen in the receiver slot. Instead, they give it to Sanders, and that's the right thing to do. Shifty little speedy running back gets the 1st down, and you're watching Queen City here kind of implode on themselves defensively for the last few plays, I should say.
Yeah, I mean, Nashville's getting done with their run game right now. When you're starting off at half the field, it's pretty easy to get down the field.
All right. It's a tough task to ask for your defense, but another screen pass out of the backfield. The fullback Bomber. Again, we've seen him line up in that receiver set earlier, so really no surprise to see him catching a couple footballs out here.
I like that play. You're spreading the defense really out. There's nobody over there.
Coming into the game, Bomber actually had 5 receptions and a receiving touchdown. Hand off here to Sanders. Oh, bounces off of a tackle, still on his feet. What a great play for the highlight reel. Getting past the 5, and I believe we have an injury, and it is Nate Hall. He was down face first. They've been able to get him turned over here. He was the one who made that tackle on Sanders.
And Sanders is not very big either. He's a real powerful runner.
It's a lower leg, type of injury there, maybe the ankle. We hope to get an update for you on Nate Hall as soon as we can. Now it's 1st and goal for the Tempo. All right, around the 5-yard line. Balmer, get in motion.
The right side of the field is pretty open.
Hand off to Sanders, just fighting hard, grinding. Gets down close to the goal line. Positive yardage nonetheless. 2nd and goal coming up here.
I was hoping to see that screen pass to the right this time, but up the gut.
That's kind of what I was looking for too. We'll see if we get it again. Same side of the field here.
And look at there's no one over there.
It's like a lot of opportunity to make something happen here. Keeping it on the ground though that time with Tino Sosa for the TD, and Nashville goes up 13-7 with 1:09 left in the 1st.
And this home crowd is loving it.
You gotta love the resiliency that you're seeing here out of your hometown team. Not been the best start to the season as you could expect, but they're still fighting. That's all you can ask for.
And nice blocking up front, nice little hole for you to run right through.
Iron Leg on now to attempt the extra point. And it is good. So, Nashville, after a 7-play, 41-yard drive, again taking advantage of that good field position, and they lead 14-7. And honestly, Rochelle, I think you and I can agree on this next point that I want to make for Queen City. The main objective on this next drive, keep it sustained. Don't go 3 and out. Try to move the ball down the field. That's what's hurting your Queen City defense at the moment. Quickly, folks, we're going to go to Cameron Irvine at SFL headquarters for our first game break of the night.
Thank you, Cameron. One of the most shocking results that I can remember in a long time. Lexington hosting Florida tonight. Alex Jackson's first career touchdown puts Lexington up over Florida 35-3 in the first half. Back to you.
What?
Thank you, Cam. No, do not touch that dial, folks, or adjust your screen. That was correct. Everything about that score was correct. Just unbelievable. Hard to believe that Lexington really putting on a show against Florida in the manner with which they are.
I'm going to go back and watch this game after hours. Wow.
We'll certainly be updated as that game goes on. Here we've got us a tight contest, 14-7. Queen City able to convert that time. We said that was what they needed. They just need a good sustained drive. They get Ellis there. And we got, Havo Ramsey on the ground, our 2nd injury of the night. Jeez. I didn't get to see what happened there with Ramsey.
Been like flies in this first quarter.
It's just kind of hard-hitting football that you see on a Friday night.
Two secondary players are out right now.
First and 10 for Queen City after that great play. One-handed attempt. Ryan Davis going up for it, and Tigga Clay just jars that one loose. No chance.
Now, that would have been a catch to watch. If he actually
wouldn't it?
To it.
Would have been a candidate for a nice hands catch indeed.
You already called that.
I know. That's what I'm saying. See, I call it, and then they get jealous, and then they want to come out there and they want to try to do better than what I already called, Rochelle. It's a motivation thing I do here.
Oh wow, that's going nowhere.
On the ground with Baker, that does go nowhere, unfortunately, and that is going to bring up a 3rd and 9 situation.
After Queen City, you need to convert here. Same formation.
Brown with plenty of time. throwing deep
Wow.
and complete. Very reminiscent of the completion to Ellis Sr. that we seen a couple of plays ago that got him the first down.
Yep. So Queen City is, finally, get something going here. Nice play. It's a perfect spot.
15 seconds and counting in this first quarter. Boy, it's been a busy first quarter.
Yes.
I feel like we had about 3/4 worth of action, right, in one?
I like fast-moving games like that. That was exciting to watch. Ooh.
Giving it on the ground, nothing there. They'll give them forward progress. Gain of 1 for Queen City. And like we said, quarter number 1 now in the books. A lot of action, folks. You have tuned in to a Friday night fight between Nashville and Queen City. Nashville leads by 7. You're watching the SFL on the Virtual Football Network. Cameron Duty here with Rochelle Colston, Takeda Yuki, and Jacob Clear in the stats truck, and Cameron Irvine at SFL headquarters. Thank you all for being here. We hope you're enjoying what you're seeing on your screen on this Friday night. Delayed handoff. That not a lot better, unfortunately. 3rd and 9, so they're got their backs against the wall here a little bit.
Yeah, they keep trying to get this run game going. It's just not working out very well for them right now.
Michael Brown is 6 of 11 for 121 yards and a touchdown, though, tonight. On the ground, not much going. Just about 10 total yards between their 3 halfbacks tonight. Screen pass out of the backfield, and again, just a great open field tackle. And nothing there. King Bradshaw coming up with the stop. A gain of 4, 4th and 5 on the way.
Queen City, it's forced to punt once again. A little bit longer drive this time.
So going to give Trey Welsh an opportunity to kick this one deep here. Try to pin them back. That sails out around the 21, 22-yard line. We'll have to see where the official spot is. And Nashville right now feeling like they have all the momentum on their side. Spotted at the 23. Switch thumper, 4 of 7 for 56 yards and a touchdown pass. Keep this one on the ground with Sanders. Gain of 1, still with the tackle. Boy, if you're Nashville here, Rochelle, what would that mean if you could go right down the field and let's say a field goal, that's great, but put a touchdown up on this Queen City team. That'd really be doing something.
They would shock everyone at this point. The hometown will go insane, I'm sure.
Thumper, pressure behind him, stands in there, and he's able to complete that to Arthur. Nice decision and no panic at all, and switch Thumper with the defensive man really breathing down his neck.
Yeah, so 3rd and 3, very, very manageable play. Do you stick to your run game here? Looks like they're going to.
Certainly has that look to it.
No.
But they go pass. Throwing, it's off the mark, and it's intercepted. Oh my goodness. And what a play by GB Wallace, getting his team back in the game. Kind of what we talked about earlier, Rochelle. We said that if a gift falls in your lap, you got to take advantage of it. We were talking about Nashville in that case. In this case, Queen City just gets a really...
Who is he throwing to?
Right, exactly my point. I mean, not expected at all. And then yet that interception just kind of falls into GB Wallace's hands.
I mean, somebody's route either got missed or they were on different pages. I mean, there was no receiver in the area. Not one.
So Queen City now with an opportunity to take advantage of the good field position. Brown throwing, complete. That was a zinger to Ryan Davis. Close to the 20-yard line, almost in the red zone.
Yeah, you can't leave the #1 receiver that wide open middle of the field. I mean, look at this.
Every time.
Nice
wow.
route. He is stopped. Yep.
I mean, Bamsler, the only one in the area to step up and make the stop. Three receivers at the bottom of your screen for Michael Brown. That's a short drop off. But a nice play nonetheless by Charlie Baker. A little shake and bake, if you will. Gets a gain of 4.
He got a little slowed down there. He had to kind of go back for it, and good job of picking up yards after the catch, because I didn't think he was going to get very much out of that.
Back to that play before, with Ryan Davis, you being as active as you are with your team, Los Angeles, how frustrating is that to see a blown play like that?
Very frustrating.
Oh, look at the stiff arm. What a run by Jalen Wells. Hello there. Good to see you in the game. Telling everybody, hey, I'm checking in. Watch out for that stiff arm. What a play. Look at that.
Yep. I'm very familiar with Jalen Wells.
I'm sure you are. Funny how we were just talking about your organization, Los Angeles. And as soon as I say that, a former LA player gets the football.
He's a converted fullback, so he's a big guy. So it's hard to bring down.
Good acquisition indeed for Queen City. As that time we see number 32 on the carry. Checking in. That's Jason Fargas off the bench. I formation, 2nd and goal here. Queen City with a great opportunity. Try to tie this one up. Bouncing around like a ping pong ball out there is Charlie Baker, and he takes a shot by Gagne at the end of it.
Was he obliterated by Gagne?
I believe that's very close to an obliteration. You are right, Rochelle. Absolutely. I love the way you think.
We caught a lot of games together.
You're right, we have. 3 receivers to the top of the screen. I got Brown throwing off his back foot. He had Matthews in the back of the end zone. Could not connect. That's 4th and goal.
Wow. He was wide open by himself. Oh, it hit him in the head.
It makes you wonder if Brown just
hit him in the arm. Wow.
Yeah. Did he throw that a little too early for Matthew? Maybe not expecting it at that moment.
A little bit too hard, maybe?
Maybe, because you don't expect to see that type of miscommunication with Matthew Jr.
That'd have been an easy touchdown, too.
Nevertheless, Joe Garfield on to attempt the extra point, and it is good. So a good job of Garfield there getting 3 points on the board. And if I am not mistaken for Garfield, that is his 8th field goal of the season. He's still at 100%, 8 of 8.
Great.
Also a stat that I pay attention to.
I bet you do.
With my leg. 5:55 remaining in this 2nd quarter, folks. We've got us a good one here. Now Nashville, what can they do? They got a chance. Good return here. They've got a chance to really do something. Up by 4, and this offense still feeling pretty good. If you're switch thumper here, got to shake off that wayward interception and get back to it.
Okay, forget you ever threw that one.
I can't.
Green jerseys, not white.
All right. I can't say much, obviously, about the mentality that a quarterback goes through. I mean, I am getting there indeed, but how hard must it be to put that type of play out of your mind? I mean, that's tough on the psyche.
That's no worse than missing a field goal.
Well, then I know it's difficult.
Look how many yards that Nashville has right now.
I know, and
wow,
look at this, and this ground attack. Yeah, I mean, it's waking up. Sean Sanders again. Really, since the end of the 1st quarter, he's been on a tear. I mean, I like it. I like what they're doing with him, the way that they're utilizing him. I mean, 1st down, you get 9+ yards on the carry. What more could you ask for?
Not much. Another inch.
Touche. 2nd and inch is coming up here for the tempo. Halfway through this 2nd quarter.
There we go.
Yeah, I like that spin move by Sosa, still on his feet. Close to midfield, and just like that, we've got us another SFL game break with Cameron Irvine.
Thank you, Cameron. History made tonight. Ron Cochran comes back from a hospital stint, double pneumonia, to break the SFL's all-time career passing yards record, 57,120 on that completion to Ron Haynes. Florida still down, though, 35-10. Back to you.
Thank you. By Ron Haynes, too, there.
Oh, yeah, absolutely. Great job by Ron. And that's a bright spot on that game. Great to see Ron Cochran back. Congratulations on the record. Maybe that can start the turnaround there for Florida as they are visiting a very tough Lexington team. Now, here in the Music City, Nashville leading by 4, 2nd and 10, close to midfield here. Oh,
Nice play.
yeah, nice play. Stop that. Sanders had no chance at it. Swift, it's really interesting. We're in Nashville, and there's a player named Swift on the field. Anyway, 3rd and 8 coming up, but a really good play indeed by Luke Swift. I was just going to say, is that a relation to another famous Swift from Nashville? I don't know.
We're not going to even go there.
All right. We've had enough Swift football talk. Oh, and a thumper with his second INT. That looked like a very inerrant pass. Not sure what he was looking at there as Alex Marshall grabs the pick.
When his throws are off, they're really off.
Yeah. I got to imagine he was trying to squeeze that one in. The guy, maybe the guy Clausen there.
They had two receivers that split the defender, so it's like, okay.
Yeah. Well, it was Hendricks and Clausen, if I'm not mistaken, in the vicinity.
And Alex Marshall just stood there as they ran past him and just made the interception.
Man, Nashville with the 4-point lead. They don't want to squander it away here, but this is a dangerous Queen City team. Go right ahead, Rochelle. You've seen something there.
Nice block. I didn't catch the number, but it was a great block to free him up.
Nice catch him with the carry and a gain of 6 thanks to that block. 2nd and 4 coming up. 2 receivers at the top, 1 at the bottom of your screen here. Michael Brown under center. And it is a straight handoff to the fullback, Jalen Wells. I want to give him the first down. I'm going to say he got just enough there. Clock continuing to run, 3:36 and counting.
That was close.
It was. I was kind of surprised we didn't see a challenge play on that one.
And we only have 3 minutes left. You might as well use them.
Brown throwing with pressure in his face, incomplete. When you got pressure in your face and the way that he did, that's sometimes where you see those inerrant throws, but that one falls incomplete.
I think he just threw that one away.
Mm-hmm. Seemed that way. Kind of a safe area of the field. Second and 10, pressure coming. Oh, look at that. They almost were in the backfield with their halfback, Charlie Baker. Instead, they kind of overshot Baker, and he gets upfield for 5.
Very lucky that time. That could have been disastrous.
Came in a little too hot. Couldn't put the brakes on there. Couldn't see who that was, but man. Brown will drop off over the middle. That's a pretty decent play on 3rd down, trying to get it to Ellis Sr. or for the short yardage situation, but nevertheless, just a yard short, 4th and 1. Why is it that I would love to see a gamble play there and for seeing them win for it? Am I wrong in wanting to see that?
I think I'd have gone for it too.
Trace Welsh on to punt. Want to try to pin this Nashville team deep. Fair catch called for. Good kick that time. Down to the 16-yard line. So 2:30 remaining in this 2nd quarter. This is a good time, folks, to remind you that the 2025 SFL Convention kicks off the league's 25th anniversary season, July the 10th through the 14th. It'll be here before you know it. Join SFL Nation at the rooftop pool of our host hotel, the Hyatt Regency, looking out into Baltimore's Inner Harbor, and you can reserve your room now at a special group rate at simfl.net. Play clock down to 7 for Thumper. Gotta try to, there you go. That's how you want to do it. Try to get back on the horse after 2 devastating interceptions. Able to find Hendricks in the middle of the field.
I mean, they had 2 minutes left. They have all 3 timeouts. They have the 2-minute warning. Have plenty of time.
Wouldn't it be something for Nashville here, to have those two really ugly interceptions and then turn back around, still with a 4-point lead, and still be able, like you said, with 2 minutes to go here, put some points up on the board?
And remember, both of these quarterbacks throw a lot of interceptions, so, I mean...
This was expected. Thumper almost another. Oh, my goodness. Now, that was scary. Alex Marshall about had his second interception of the night.
I know. That was close. That was lucky.
2-minute warning here in the Music City. Nashville with the lead by 4 and trying to march downfield before halftime. You're watching the SFL on the Virtual Football Network. See what Nashville's able to come out and do here. After the 2-minute warning, we're seeing motion. That's Chris Arthur. Now Thumper to throw, almost intercepted again. And that was Marshall again with another interception.
I think Marshall's been eating popcorn on the sidelines, maybe.
Well, I think that he's living rent-free in Switch Thumper's mind at the moment, honestly. You know, it seems like that's just where that football's going every single time. He's got the QB rattled. Third down here, going to have to go to the air. What can you find downfield? Oh, that was almost an amazing catch by Clausen, but too many white jerseys in the area. Wallace and company jars that one loose.
That was close. I mean, he was kind of like surrounded by a defender, so wow. That's trying to put a square peg into a round hole.
Tell you what, though, had Clausen been able to come up with that one, that'll get you some confidence points if you're a quarterback. Confidence you got a heck of a wide receiver down there on the other side, too. Tommy Powers on for this punt. Clock has stopped. Low snap.
Terrible snap. It was on the ground, I think.
Yeah, still a heck of a boot there. And a good return, a solid return by Queen City, and Bob Wood gets it out to the 32.
It's hard to find a good long snapper.
I tell you, that's a job that I am not envious of anybody doing. Let's just put it that way. I've always thought that was one of the more unsung tasks in football to have to do accurately, that long snap.
We're just playing center, period.
Indeed. First and 10. Oh, a little bit of an end around there coming back with Joe Beasley. Nothing going there as Clay able to make the stop at the line of scrimmage.
Like I said, Queen City has plenty of time, too. They have all 3 of their timeouts. They don't seem in a hurry to use them, though.
Clock ticking away. They're going to keep it on the ground, and Nashville will have none of that. I don't even know if Ace Ketchum was able to even realize he had the football in his hands. Loss of 2.
Was that Tigger Clay once again just coming like a mad person through the line?
I think it was coming through there like a madman. Brown to throw, incomplete. That was the quick series. That didn't even take a full minute off the clock. It's 4th.
That was crazy.
That was really crazy. It was a pretty ugly looking drive there. And just like that, Welsh is back on the punt. Less than a minute to go, but Nashville with some time here.
I think it was our 3rd possession now in less than 2 minutes.
I think so.
Nice
Good punt. Yeah, good punt by Welsh. It's fielded.
Oh.
Clausen still on his feet. Down to the 34. So, Nashville now start from the 34-yard line, Rochelle. This is pretty good field position. Start picking them off with some deep passes, and all of a sudden you got yourself in field goal range.
Yeah, my goal right now is to get into field goal range at the minimum. Touchdown would be great.
We'll see what they can come up with here.
Maybe some long pass. Yep, we're empty set.
We got motion. Arthur.
We always have motion.
Always motion from this unit. Thumper now takes the snap. Short drop. Looks toward the sidelines to Arthur. Good job instead, though, of running out of bounds. He cuts back inside, and that will keep the clock running.
I thought for sure he was going to go out of bounds there.
I did too. I think maybe he wanted everybody to think he was going to go out of bounds. And then he turned upfield, and they weren't fooled on that one. 21 seconds and counting here.
No timeout. You have 3. You can't take him with you.
And I think they're just going to try to play it conservative here, Rochelle. Sanders with the carry. And Nashville's going to be content to take the lead into halftime, a 4-point lead. Final seconds of the half runs down. No, and as soon as Cameron
okay, this is just weird.
A timeout is called for. Yeah, so, here we go. 3 seconds left. Maybe one more shot at the long ball.
Yeah, they get the ball back after the half, too, so. I don't think they're going to pass here. If they do, I'll be very surprised.
Toss play left side to Sanders, and he gets about 4. And we'll go to the half. Nashville. Go ahead, Michelle.
Okay, they called timeout to do that.
Yes. Well, that's an interesting way to end the first half, folks. Nashville leads Queen City 14-10. They will get the ball to start the second half. We welcome you into the SFL on VFN halftime report. Camera duty, Rochelle Colston. Give me your thoughts, Rochelle, on an exciting first half here.
Well, you're throwing 2 interceptions and you're still leading the game. It's kind of been back and forth. Some good defensive plays, some errant throws. I mean, it's been exciting. Back and forth, back and forth.
I think, a lot yet to be decided, obviously, in this one. We're expecting these two teams to look totally different coming out of the halftime break here. What needs to improve most for you in this one, Rochelle?
Queen City's got to go to more of their, has to establish that run game. They have to use their backs. I mean, they pay a lot of money for these backs, they need to use them. Switch Lumber just needs to calm down.
Yeah. Folks, we're going to take a quick halftime break, and we will be right back, presented by Brakes GPT. Don't go anywhere.
We just pulled a full-size Taylor Swift helmet. Shout out to all our Swifties. Travis Kelce. This is a Giants Lawrence Taylor.
Patrick Mahomes.
Chad Johnson with the Ocho Cinco.
We have a Drew Brees.
Is that an O.J. Simpson jersey?
It's an Aaron Rodgers.
Oh my goodness.
Tom Brady! Tom Brady!
Welcome back, folks. We want to remind you to break into the world of sports memorabilia collecting with Brakes GPT, featuring signed football jerseys, helmets, photos, and so much more. Brakes GPT offers you the shot at winning autographed and authenticated memorabilia at a fraction of the price. We've got a good kick return here by Kenny Hendricks. Almost took this one to the house. I'll quickly say, join the community collectors on our Brakes GPT Facebook page and lock in your shot at hitting a humongous headliner at brakesgpt.com. I thought Hendricks was going to go the distance.
Me too. We have an injury update. Haber Ramsey is out with torn ligaments, and Nate Hall is out with turf toe.
Thank you, Rochelle. Much appreciated. We told you we'd get you all an update, and we delivered. Thank you, Cameron Irvine at SFL headquarters, for helping pass that along with us. Thanks to Takeda Yuki and Jacob clearing the stats truck here with Rochelle and myself, an all-star crew tonight, as Sanders takes a good run there, gain of 4 on first down.
Yeah, and Sanders is averaging 4.3 yards per carry right now.
Easily, in my opinion, having one of his best games to this point.
Definitely.
The toss play now to the right side. That's Sosa on the carry. And, he's had a good evening himself.
Yeah, both of these backs are doing a very good job tonight, keeping the defense very honest.
How interesting is it, though? We come into the game talking Queen City with all these halfbacks and fullbacks. Oh, they got to run the football. Then Nashville's the team that comes out and really grounds and pounds it.
Yes, he did get it.
Forward progress. They're able to say that he's able to get past the sticks. And a 1st and 10 for Sanders and the tempo.
Up.
Or so we think.
I think he was there. But let's see a replay.
We'll get a Retroid retroactive look at the play. We remind you to get your console to play SFL on the go at GoRetroid.com. Sanders. Ooh.
Bad angle.
Yeah.
Oh, I think he got it.
I'm still saying first. We'll see what the ruling on the field is.
What?
So the ruling on the field is overturned. Queen City is not charged a timeout. So they're going to say it's about 4th and an eyelash here. Oh, and that's huge.
Go for it.
That's what we'd like to see. I don't think that's what we're going
I saw
to get.
Switch Thumper out there, didn't I?
You did. There we go. Switch Thumper. Going to stay out there. I like this call.
Quarterback sneak. Let's go.
Got to gamble some point in time. Little pass.
He's going to throw it.
4th and inches. And he's going to step up, get the first down with the QB.
No.
Oh, my goodness. And I think Nashville got lucky there. Able to pounce back on that one. We'll see on the replay.
He was carrying that ball like it was
like it was a lunch pail or something. I don't know. Yeah, that was way too far out from him. But they get the break. The lineman able to fall back on it. Scary moment for Nashville. Here. The throw nowhere to be found. Incomplete. You know, he was looking in the direction of James Walters, just not able to connect.
And he felt the pressure from behind him and decided to get rid of the ball. They didn't bring that pressure all night long.
This ball game, Rochelle. I'm really going to have to check my blood pressure after this. I mean, it had so many kind of, edge of your seat moments. James Walters.
Sporadic comments.
Ooh. Sanders with the carry. And that just brings me to James Walters' comment there in the chat. Switch is going to give me a heart attack, so I'm not the only one feeling this way.
Take an aspirin, you'll be okay.
A bear a day keeps the doctor away. 3rd and 9 coming up here. 2 receivers on either side. Like you said, Rochelle, always seeing motion. Kingston Ellington moving from left to right on the field. Thumper now gonna throw, sets up too high for his intended target, and it's 4th and 9. The good thing is they were able to get into field goal range here, and I think this is where you should be able to see Iron Leg come out. Yes, 46 yards. This is certainly not an easy kick. Oh, and it's the doink. Not able to do it. It's wide right. Hits the goalpost. Sure did. Get a better view at it here.
Oh, it hit the goalpost. Oh, no.
It did. Yeah, it doinked off the goalpost. But the hold was good. The snap was good. Just a little bit off there. Not sure. There could have been a little bit of a wind pushing in. Just enough to get it off its trajectory. And this stays a 4-point game. Queen City gifted an opportunity here starting from their 37-yard line. Michael Brown throwing incomplete because that was just a tough hit by Bamsler.
Yeah, Bamsler making that huge hit. There was like 3 defenders right there. I'm surprised he even threw it to him. Throwing into cripple coverage is kind of dangerous.
I think that, right now, just both of these teams, they just really want to settle down and try to get in a rhythm here. I don't feel like either one has been in a good, consistent rhythm this entire night.
Ooh, spring game.
Fighting hard to try to get upfield there was Ace Ketchum, and he gets 5, brings up 3rd and 5.
So you get 3rd and 5. Expecting to see a pass here. Well, you never know with these teams. Oh my God.
Fake handoff, going deep, bounces off, looks like a defender's shoulder pad or helmet one. And I believe that was, Bamsler again in the area, and it's 4th and 5.
Bamsler is just everywhere.
He really is. He's had a good day. Another guy who's had a really good day up to this point. You've seen the stats for Jay Mart there. Welsh has been on the field quite a bit in this game. Had some really good punts here as we went down the stretch. That's another good one right there. Fielded and returned to the 31-yard line. And again, I think both of these teams are still looking for a rhythm. They've not found one. It's been, a good spurt here, a good play here, good pass here, touchdown here, and then it's just like, nothing. And that's kind of where we're at with both of these teams right now.
Yeah, credit defensive pressure there. Both quarterbacks have just felt very, very uncomfortable in the pocket all night long.
Yeah, both these defensive have certainly did a good job. We mentioned some of the stats earlier in the game, just how good these defenses, at times in this season have been able to be. Sanders on the ground. Golly, he takes a shot at the end of it. That must be the hardest 3 yards he's ever ran for in his life.
He's like a little ping pong ball. We call it not ping pong. Pinball.
Pinball, yeah.
Pinball ball just bouncing off of people, moving forward.
Either analogy worked perfect there. I mean, they were certainly bouncing all over the place. Handoff.
And look at that.
Look at that. Shedding tackle, fighting hard, getting the 1st and 10. Boy, that's a play that'll get your team pumped up.
He literally dragged GB Wallace about 4 yards down the field.
He sure did. Look at this. I mean, you think he's done here? No. Love plays like that. Those never get old to me here in the SFL. Love watching this ground game. And look how even some of these stats are here, Rochelle.
They're very even. Except, GC's, look at the rushing yards for Nashville, though.
1st and 10, again to the ground with Sanders. Spin moves off a man, and he just about broke that one loose, too.
That by the ankle.
Yeah, he did. That was about to be dangerous. Again, highlight reel material had he been able to break that one free. Thumper to Sosa. Another 1st down out to the 40. I do like the balance that Nashville has came out with in this run attack in the second half.
Yeah, you were saying in the game that Nashville was, was known for their passing. Well, tonight they're doing a great job on the ground.
That's because they looked at the schedule. They seen that we were going to be calling the game, and they said, hey, here's how we win. We know they're going to focus on X, and so we're going to do Y and Z. Feels like that sometimes, don't it? Sanders with the carry, gain of 2. I think they just want to keep us on our toes.
A nice stop by number 24, Alex Marshall there. Great open field tackle.
Halfway through this 3rd quarter, this one moving quickly, the quickest of the 3 quarters that we have played so far. A lot more ground attack here. Speeding up the game a little bit.
Oh, my gosh.
Oh, man, with room to run, you could have put a truck through those holes he had to choose from. And a 1st and 10 for Nashville.
I think either you or I could have ran through those holes here.
Oh, for sure.
Number 56 with a huge block right there.
Absolutely. Give a call out indeed to number 56 for that block for Nashville. Man, what a play.
And there, and field goal range again.
Thumper, screen, pass.
Wow.
Oh, this looks nice. Oh, yeah, this is working really well for them. Jay Ballmer again out of the backfield. As we said, this guy is no stranger to receptions.
I mean, look at that. He's pretty much open, and number 53 had to pursue him.
Really, honestly, let's give a call to Thumper there, able to fit that one in. Not a lot of room for error on that one, kind of putting that one where only Ballmer could get it on the screen.
Great route by Ballmer.
Inside the red zone here. Nashville keeping it on the ground. And Sanders able to make men miss somehow, gets back to the line of scrimmage, another hard-fought run. Wallace comes up with the stop.
We've been saying his name a lot tonight, too.
Yeah, we have. It's been a good defensive effort for Queen City. We've mentioned Marshall with the interceptions, and now they're just trying hard to keep Nashville out of the end zone. Thumper to throw, and there is a shot laid on the intended target. Man, what a hit. That looked like a car crash, and it was Kingston Ellington who took the blow there.
Yep, great job of the defense. He was triple covered there.
Could have even used the term obliterated if I wanted to there. That was such a hit. I'm saving it, as you can tell.
I already used it once.
You did. Well, I'm saving it. That's right. You used it. I got to say it, too. Got to figure out when the time is right here. Thumper to throw.
Oh, nice play. Nice coverage.
Yeah, another shot. Incomplete. It's 4th and 10. The Queen City defense doing its job, keeping Nashville out of the end zone.
Okay. See if we make it a 7-point lead. Still a one-score game.
Yeah, still a 32-yard attempt here for Victor Ironleg. The snap, the hold is good, and this one right down the middle. And it's a 7-point game. That was the most lengthy drive we've seen, 11 plays, extending almost 5 minutes.
I know your best defense is to keep their offense off the field.
And for Queen City, got to feel really good what your defense was able to do there. Again, keeping it a one-score game. And at this juncture of the evening, that's huge because, you know, we're getting late into this game, Rochelle. And there's a big difference between being down by 10 or more as opposed to being down by just 7.
I mean, one-score game, you could actually score a touchdown and take the lead with a 2-point conversion. So
All right.
there is that.
Ball on the Queen City 20-yard line as the Corsairs take over. And it's a handoff to start things off. Charlie Baker. Yeah, 6-yard gain.
Seems to be the longest run for all their halfbacks tonight, 6 yards.
It's been a very quiet night on that front so far for Queen City. And again, you see right there as Wales just tries to get something going. There hasn't been a lot to really work with to this point. The Nashville defense really locking down up front. And it's a 3rd and 1 situation for the Corsairs. And, oh, there you go. There's a first down. Leaping over the pile is Jason Fargus in. We've seen him a couple of times tonight, and he gets the first.
Nice conversion there. 1st and 10. I mean, they can put a lengthy drive together also.
First and 10 here for Michael Brown, throwing it short, but it is complete for a 4-yard gain. Good job there by the Corsairs, just taking what the defense gave them.
Yeah, 2nd and 6. Yeah, nice first down play.
Queen City looking really methodical at this point in the game. Very intentional, just trying to keep it simple. Wells with the carry. Couple more. Big 3rd and 5 here.
Yeah, 3rd and 5. I mean, what do you do here? Do you pass? Do you run? Your run game that really isn't picking up 5 yards. I think we're going to see a pass here.
I think so too. Right now, it's been very difficult for Queen City's backs to get 5 yards at all. So, seeing a man in motion here for Queen City. That is number 19, Bob Wood. And Brown to throw. Looking deep, complete. That's a nice job. That was Bob Wood, if I'm not mistaken. Oh, I'm sorry, Ryan Davis. Yeah, 18 and 19 lined up side by side each other. And that's Davis with the reception.
Let's see a full defensive, but 2 receivers side by side. Who do you cover?
Tough Tough job for anybody to be faced with. Ball right past midfield here. You can see the wear and tear on this field. What a tough ball game this has been here in Nashville. Oh, and this is a nice run indeed. Good job by the halfback that time. That is Baker for the first.
Anyway, 12-yard pickup. That's the longest run by any QCC back tonight.
What was it? Was it 6 before? I think that's what
Yep.
it was. 6.
Yeah,
So he doubled it. One more play we are expecting here in this third stanza. And they keep it on the ground. Tough running ahead by Ace Ketchum, who gets 6.
So the running game's looking a little bit better on this drive.
Coming along at a nice time, folks. We have reached the end of quarter number 3. One more quarter to go in regulation. You are watching the Simulation Football League on the Virtual Football Network.
Get your 4s up, everyone.
That's right. Folks, we want to remind you, this week on the VFN, it's SFL tonight. Sunday, the UFL is back on Monday and Tuesday, and the SFLM, returns Thursday. And SFL Week 9 kicks off next Friday with Mike and Gerald at 7:45 for another exciting week of action. And we've still got some excitement here. Again, you mentioned this ground attack. There's Baker again making things happen. 1st and 10. And toss play again on the right side. That's Ketchum. You know, Ketchum really has been the one who seems to have been bottled up the most in this game.
That's Dylan Bamseller once again with the stop.
And Bamseller, one of the reasons why. He's had a good game. Score update, we had Lexington beating Florida 41-10 at that point.
41-10, wow.
Yeah, incredible. And that is the final now. 41-10 is the final. Lexington with arguably one of the biggest victories of that franchise, especially in the last few seasons, taking on Florida and just dismantling them. 3rd and 9 coming up. Queen City here. They're trying to stop a 3-game losing skid. Nashville, as we said, coming into the game, going for their first victory of the season. Brown throwing pressure in his face, and he finds Davis for the touchdown. Dragging defenders into the end zone. He would not be denied.
Wow, what a play.
Oh, man, what a skill. Look at, I can't wait to see this replay.
So Ryan Davis just runs his route, separates himself, gets behind the defender, and gets a perfect pass by Michael Brown.
The best play easily of Queen City's entire night and needed at the most important time. 9:04 here in the 4th quarter. And on to attempt the extra point is Garfield. That kick is good. A 12-play drive. That is now our longest of the entire evening, and it goes for a touchdown. And folks, we're all knotted up at 17 with 9:04 remaining.
Ooh, maybe we'll reach that over.
Still very possible. Touchback here. Nashville brings it out to the 20. You know, and honestly, this is one of those games, Rochelle, like we said, on paper, you know, it could go either way. You got a Nashville team that's 0-6, but really and truly could easily not be 0-6. They've lost some tough ones down the stretch and really wanting to show what they're made of and doing a good job tonight of that. Thumper and company. Back to action. Handoff. Nothing there for Sosa. And it's 2nd and 9 coming up. But you look at just last week, for instance, they lost a heartbreaker to Chicago 34-7. And a game that they really thought that was theirs to lose.
That time that back got caught behind the guard once again. Oh, nice.
Nice run by Sanders. Good holds that time up front. Again, going to make this 3rd and 5.
Plate number 77 is too big of a guy to get around. Everybody's getting backed up behind him.
Big 3rd and 5. Empty set here. Shotgun formation. 4. Switch thumper. Throwing. Nice play. Nice comeback there by Clausen. Getting the 1st down. That's a big play for the tempo, keeping this drive alive.
Yep, so 1st and 10. Plenty of time left, though.
Look at Thumper's night there. It's been up and down. Some really good plays. We've seen the INT come in and plague them a little bit.
Number 77 once again.
Oh, man. What a tough run. I mean, it felt like the halfback run 10 yards just to get back to the line of scrimmage.
Number 77 once again got caught behind him. Very similar to the play a couple seconds ago.
Again, keeping it on the ground, left side. They're swarmed up. No, somehow Sosa breaking free of defenders. I think in total it took about 6 men to bring him down from the point of contact until he was able to break through. He gets a really impressive gain of 4.
We should start calling him Pinball.
I like it. Big 3rd and 6 here. 7 minutes remaining. Look at the 3rd down efficiency for both these teams. Very even in that category as well. Now Thumper to throw, and oh, what a grab. Holy cow, he's able to hang on. What a play by Guy Clausen. Look at this. And the hit that he had to absorb by Marshall.
Ooh,
oh, my goodness.
In the air. Crunch. That's obliteration.
That is obliteration. You know what? That's a Friday night smackdown is what that is. I mean, honest to goodness. Look like something
from football to WWE. Okay.
Right off the top turnbuckle. What a great job of Clausen hanging on to that one. Back to the ground game we go. See, Rochelle, I'm just pinballing now. I mean, whatever analogy I can come up with. You've inspired me.
I'm glad I can help.
2nd and 7 coming up here. Henry Jones in the chat says spine buster. Indeed, there you go, buddy. You know what I'm talking about. And they go right side with Sosa. Oh, room to go here. Spin cycle move. Wrapped up and gets the 1st. How impressive is this?
I thought they had him.
Yep. I did too. Look at this. And Marshall again. How many times have we seen Marshall at the end of a play there just trying to stop these halfbacks?
And that time he just rolled over Marshall and got the 1st down.
And this is taking a lot, and I mean a lot, of time out of this 4th quarter.
So far this second half, we've had some long drives that have been eating a lot of clock.
It's funny because the whole 1st half we talked about how quick the drives were ending. That goes nowhere. The defense able to stand up and make a stop. Robert Cron, 6'2", 295 pounds in his 1st season over from D.C.
Iggy in the chat says, run, Tino, run.
Across the 5-minute mark here in this 4th quarter. Thumper to throw. Oh, that was the leaping grab and not able to bring it in as that was intended for the halfback, Sean Sanders. Kind of interesting. They're using him as the halfback on that formation.
They could have used Palmer again. He's had a couple of receptions.
Exactly my thoughts. 3rd and 9. Empty set. Good coverage, throwing out wide, and Clausen able to reel it in, but that was just great pursuit and good one-on-one coverage by Queen City, and it is a 4th and 9.
So here we go again, all knotted up and 4 minutes left.
And we will see a 47-yard attempt A redemption kick, if you will, by Victor Ironleg. If he can make this one, missed one from about this range earlier. The kick has the arch, and it is the distance. It is good. Ironleg giving the Tempo the lead.
Wow, what a great kick.
How good does that have to feel, too?
It probably could have gone another 3 or 4 yards, too.
It
Should have been a
certainly
50.
looked that way. How about
Impressive
Ironleg?
kick.
This one has had a little bit of everything, folks. If you are just tuning in, we'll let Rochelle recap it for you in a little bit.
Okay. We've had interceptions. We've had fumbles. We've had injuries.
We have, let's see, what else? We've had 10-second drives. We've had drives that's lasted 7 minutes. Yeah, and you see the team stats, folks. It has really been that close of a game, really almost down to a razor-thin wire.
Nice return.
Now, for Queen City, you've got Michael Brown. You've got 4 minutes to work with. And if you play your cards right, you could, being the key word, possibly be the last team to touch the football here.
I mean, you have 5 receivers, 2 tight ends, 3 halfbacks, a fullback. You have an extra quarterback in there, too, if you really want to put him in.
Certainly feels like it could be the case. One of the best runs of the evening there for Charlie Baker as far as ease of getting through the offensive line.
Well, the run game has picked up a little bit in this fourth quarter. Well, into the third, into the fourth.
Still off of what it is typically, but you're right. That's a testament to how well this Nashville defense has done. But it's definitely turned a corner. Ketchum rolling over and gets a couple of positive yards. Other than that, he would have been stopped for a loss. Tigga Clay with the stop once more.
And that good open field tackle by Tigga Clay, not letting him break that tackle, which he's been doing lately.
Third and 2. Huge play for QCC here. They trust the ground game, and there you go,
Baker.
Charlie Baker, what a play! Shooting through like he was shot out of a cannon.
Now, if you're Queen City, you don't want to score too fast, because then you give the ball back to Nashville.
You look at that play, Rochelle. Depending on how this game comes out, that could be a very key play right there. Converting on that third down. Long way to go, of course, but you got to get the first big obstacle, and they were able to do just that.
Michael Brown wants to throw the ball.
Instead, they keep it on the ground. Oh, and that's going to go backwards, and that's going to go nowhere except for a loss. Ran right into the arms of the defensive end, Jose Fuentes, 6'5", all 300 pounds.
Huge TFL, second and now a mile.
Yeah, that I can see why Brown was thinking pass there. Beasley in motion, who has had a good night. Some big plays by Beasley. Let's see if Brown looks his way. Goes to Matthew Jr. Good choice. Almost gets all that yardage back, and it's 3rd and 1.
Hey, a 3rd and 1. I give it back to Charlie Baker here. Let him get the first down. Keep running the clock.
That was so close. Honestly, that looked closer than what the spot is.
I'd bring it down to 2-minute warning here if I was QCC, but...
Again, 3rd down efficiency in the top right of the screen. Oh, that's just a fight to get there. And I believe he was able to do so. Jalen Wells picking up, again, another important 1st and 10. And that is going to bring us to the 2-minute warning, folks. Thanks for being here with us. We're having a heck of a time on this Friday nightcap. You're watching the SFL on the Virtual Football Network. Cameron Duty here with Rochelle Colston. Honored to be with you. Thanks to Takeda Yuki and Jacob Clear in the stats truck and Cameron Irvine at SFL headquarters. We're all tuned in and excited to watch this end of this game. Oh, what a nice little trickery there. Giving it, we've seen that a couple of times actually, giving it to Beasley on the end around, and he gets 4.
Nice play. Fooled me.
You know, Rochelle, we said they have an opportunity to hold this football. And it's 1:36 and counting. And still moving the piles, Jalen Wells. Look at that. Putting his head and shoulders and charging forward for the first.
And no timeout to let this clock tick away. They're in field goal range. So they could tie it up whenever they want to at this point.
We could get extra football, or we could get a mic drop, if you will, from Queen City. Pressure coming, Brown hit as he threw. We haven't been able to really talk of many sacks on either side this whole game, but that time the pressure got home. Bamsler in on that one.
From a strong safety spot.
And the clock stops with 1:08.
It's the first time the clock stopped on the wall since a 2-minute warning.
Michael Brown throwing to James Matthew Jr., and it was one man to beat. It was a foot race, and getting dragged down from behind was Matthew Jr. as King Bradshaw made the touchdown-saving tackle.
That's just not fair.
Oh, man. Matthew Jr. is probably thinking, I'm gonna make it into the end zone and then drag down from behind. 43 seconds. Queen City wanting to go for the TD. Ace Ketchum up the middle. 2nd and goal. Clock still running. And you see the field goal kicker there warming up. That is Joe Garfield.
He's ready. Maybe like a chip shot for him, too.
2nd and goal, 20 seconds and counting. Baker, nothing there. 3rd and goal, 15 seconds. Mart with the tackle, as Rochelle said. Here we go, throwing, end zone drop, going for Matthew Jr. He couldn't bring it in. A good defensive play by J. Mart again, Rochelle.
Wow, J. Mart in coverage, J. Mart on the run coverage. He's all over the place. Great job by J. Mart.
And Victor Ironleg, or no, I am sorry, Joe Garfield, I apologize. Garfield coming on, trying to match Victor Ironleg. A 19-yard attempt to send it into overtime. Possibly the kick is good. We're knotted up at 20 with 6 seconds to go.
And to say it came down whoever hit the ball last, but I was wrong.
6 seconds. Really, as the kick sails into the end zone for a touchback. What a drive for Queen City there. What a stop for Nashville. Incredible. Nashville, had to be getting tired. That defense was on the field for almost 5 full minutes.
And they could have used their timeouts. I don't understand why they didn't.
That is very interesting. Interesting strategy there to not. And we expect to see
a throw. Wow, I would never.
Yeah, and a timeout called for immediately.
I think I would just kneel it at this point. You don't want an interception here. You didn't want a pick six here.
We are 2 seconds away, folks, from getting free football.
Midnight football.
Midnight madness, folks, about to cross over on the East Coast into Saturday morning. Well, that's exciting. Thumper to throw. Oh, my goodness. Now, that was scary. It falls incomplete at the end. Whew, let's all take a breath, reset.
They didn't blame me for that. I just said, you just don't want this to happen.
We are going to quarter number 5. The last 4 drives, all 10-plus plays, all have resulted in scores. We take a look at this coin toss, Rochelle.
I can't tell.
And Queen City will receive. It was heads. Overtime in the SFL. Again, Cameron Duty here, Rochelle Colston, the honor of being with you guys. Folks, if you haven't had a chance, smash that like button and let everybody know. Help us grow this channel through your support and let everybody know just how much fun a Friday night, Saturday morning of football is in the Simulation Football League.
And these
Here we
team
go.
stats are pretty even too, Cameron. Just saw them flash on the screen.
the entire game, they've literally been, tit for tat, right with each other.
And remember, whoever scores first, if it's via field goal, wins the game.
That's how it works here in the SFL. Ground, Baker, pounding, 8 yards, 2nd and 2.
Now, all of a sudden, QCC's run game is coming alive.
At the most important time, as you said. And, 2 contracted kickers here. You've got 2 studs in Joe Garfield for Queen City, as I was mentioning earlier, and Victor Ironleg for Nashville easily can get this done. Who's going to be able to close this thing out? And honest to goodness, neither one leaving anything on that football field tonight. Oh, that's going to go the wrong way. Trying to take a cut around there was the halfback Jason Fargus. And like we said, we've seen him a couple of times this evening, and it's 3rd and 4. Just one other overtime game this season, and it was last Monday at DC, able to beat Fort Worth. That was an instant classic. Brown throwing deep off the hands of Matthew Jr. He was down there. I mean, he almost had that one reeled in, but it's 4th and 4, and they'll have to rely on the punting unit and Trace Welsh.
There's also, both of these teams have contracted punters even, so.
That is true. Also, Trace Welsh here. Going to get a good one off here. Fair catch called for. And for Nashville, fair catch at their
Great
own
field position.
42-yard line. Exactly, Rochelle. This is the opportunity for Nashville Tempo here, folks, to get their first victory of the season, to get off the schneid and get a victory in the win column. They start from the 42.
You got all day. I go back to my run game. I just move the ball down the field, get the field goal. Oh no, we're gonna pass.
Thumper gonna go, and he checks it down. A good decision indeed to find Chris Arthur in the middle of the field.
That was scary. If I was him, I'd just run the ball. It's been working.
There is no more padding left on these seats. We have wore off the edge of the seats, folks.
I'm starting to bite my fingernails.
We're down to the quick of our fingernails. And it is a handoff to Sanders, somehow bouncing left side, still on his feet. Gets the first down.
Pinball.
You can see the jubilation there on the sidelines as he got that first down.
There goes the pinball down the field.
It's really the pinball duo. We could call one pinball, one ping pong between him and Sosa, the way that they're just bouncing back and forth. Sanders closing in on 100 yards. He's got 92 on the evening. A flag on the play. Sosa didn't get anything on that carry. Yeah, you called it, Rochelle. And the crowd comes alive. Face mask on number 27 of Queen City, Elijah Quick. Oh, and that's just a sick feeling in the pit of your stomach if you're a Queen City.
1st and 3 here. Who's in the backfield right now? He gets catch him.
But Sanders makes a man miss. Sean Sanders, 1st and 10.
He's so little.
He is. 5'7", 205 pounds.
I don't know if Cedar Nakai is smaller than that.
Empty set here, Rochelle.
What? No.
Which Thumper? Gonna throw. He heaves it deep. It hits the wide receiver and falls to the ground incomplete. Man, that's just a scary moment there. Obviously, anytime you see that ball waywardly.
You need about 3 yards to get the field goal range. Why are you chancing the interception?
Back in a more normal formation, if you will, here on 2nd and 10, just a couple of yards outside of field goal range. The tempo and this crowd, the home team, that's going to be close to field goal range. Not much there. Got trapped behind a lineman, and in doing so, Robert Cron able to read that out there and make the tackle.
Got trapped behind the same lineman over and over again. Number 77, the
Empty
tackle.
set again, Rochelle.
Oh my gosh. You're trying to get
Hold
me a
her
heart
breath.
attack.
This entire stadium needs one good blood pressure pill. Just one collective. Ellington in motion. Thumper. He's going to take it up, and he gets sacked, and out of field goal range they go. Can you believe it? You got to get rid of that football. P. Fudor, she gets the sack. Holy cow.
Oh my gosh. Okay.
Why? I don't understand, you know, Thumper wanting to go deep. I get it, but throw that football away, and instead, it's Tommy Powers on the punt to try to pin Queen City deep. And a fair catch called for. Queen City's got a way to go here. This Nashville defense going to have to stand up and respond, but I'm still at a loss. Not able to get rid of that football. Thumper trying to make something happen, and it pays off for Queen City.
They were in field goal range.
Whew. The first victory of the season could have just slipped through their fingers.
Oh, nice play.
We'll see if it did. 2nd and 12 now. Ketchum not even able to get back to the line of scrimmage.
Let's see if Nashville's defense can hold.
Nashville's defense just got to come back out there and get the stop that they need to give their offense another opportunity. Or can the defense come up with an offensive play? Matthew Jr. with the reception. Going to extend the drive. 1st and 10.
Yeah, Matthew Jr. holding on to it that time. Taking the hit. Yes. Ooh.
He took a shot indeed. If you're on the East Coast, welcome to Saturday morning, and we still got football action, folks. How cool is this? Thank you all for spending your late night, early morning with us. You're certainly getting your money's worth. Look at this here. Wells trying to break one loose. I seen that stiff arm coming out, not able to get it. 2nd and 5.
Okay, I'm getting nervous now. I'm not even playing.
You can feel the nerves, I mean, just all over this broadcast booth. The stats truck with Takeda Yuki and Jacob Clear. SFL headquarters with Cameron Irvine. And, of course, everybody here in the stands and everybody in the chat watching this game. 3rd and 4 coming up.
And no one left this game early.
No, I mean, if you did, you know they turned their car around and they come right back. But I couldn't imagine anybody wanting to just get to the gates. Brown, the throw, and it's complete at the 1st and 10 here. And a very methodical-looking series. Some may say a little too conservative. Some wants to see a little more explosion. Right now, though, it's doing the job, and it's 1st and 10, Queen City.
You're doing a good job attacking the middle.
Personally, I feel like, Rochelle, they're just wanting to hold on to this football again like they did at the end of the game or regulation there. Just wanting to hold on to the football as long as they can. 2nd and 7 coming up.
Now you're close to midfield. Is this 4-down territory for Queen City?
Well, if it was me, I certainly would think so. And, folks, don't forget, it is, a rule here in the SFL that this could end in a tie if we have not reached a winner in 3 minutes and 30 seconds. You got to imagine that's a little bit of what Queen City's trying to do here is, milk the clock, or not so much maybe milk the clock, but just try to be methodical. They're not worried about the time on the clock right now. They're in control with the football. But a big 3rd and 5 coming up here. And the Nashville defense I have to try to stand up here. Man in motion. That's Bob Wood. Brown to throw. Got plenty of time. Moves left. Throws deep. It's complete. It is going to be a home run ball for Bob Wood. Touchdown, Queen City. They snap the losing streak. They get back to 500. And for Nashville, they fall to 0-7. What a play. Michael Brown to Bob Wood. Nobody out there.
That was some blown coverage on QCC's defense. What in the world just happened?
Incredible. And just as this game did for an almost full 5 quarters, we were left speechless to the final play. Final score, Queen City 26, Nashville 20. Folks, that is your breakaway play of the game, brought to you by Breaks GPT Sports Memorabilia Breakers and Collectors. You never know whose autographed helmet or jersey you might hit, and it could be one of those Queen City players. Check them out at breaksgpt.com. Rochelle, your final thoughts on the game ball?
You wait till the last second to call the breakaway game, winning game. My thoughts on this game were it was insanity. Had a little bit of everything. I mean, it was a great game, tough game, overtime. Wow.
In a nutshell, what? You don't get any better in SFL, do you? I mean, that's what you
look how
want.
close.
Incredible. Folks, thank you so much for joining us tonight. We hope you've enjoyed every bit of what you've been able to see tonight. For Cameron Irvine, Takeda Yuki, Jacob Clear, my buddy Rochelle Colston, my name is Cameron Duty. It's been a privilege to spend this evening with you. Good night, good morning. We'll see you soon. Take care.